Okay, I'm just gonna say it. That really, really sucked.
Try adding a few dozen more reallys.
I'm in shock. I didn't expect to lose the sanctum.
Oh, you didn't expect to lose the sanctum? That was my whole life. Ripped open and decimated before my eyes.
We need to have a serious conversation about Lilith. She's much stronger than we anticipated.
We did everything we could, and it still wasn't enough.
Lilith is a pain, for sure. But right now she's hiding behind our boy Bruce, and if he's giving her IT advice, then that's a problem I can do something about.
I failed. How else can I describe it? I failed not just my teammates, but the world.
That's right. You did fail. All of you.
Oh hey, don't sugarcoat it or anything.
But that doesn't mean you lost. And that is an important distinction. This war is far from over. And tomorrow we will rise again. And fight again.
I'm too tired for a hoorah, but the sentiment is there.
I appreciate the inspirational words. We all need it.
I'm sure. Now rest, get some sleep. All of you. The battle will wait until morning. I know this is difficult for you, Stephen. But the Sanctum is gone, and we need to plan for what comes next.
What's next? Armageddon has already happened. What's next is hell on Earth. The barrier has been breached. Expect the world to fall, city by city, nation by nation.
I'm not ready to give up, and neither should you.
It's not just losing the Sanctum that hurts us. It's also Banner.
We will handle him, as long as he doesn't become the Hulk.
It's his mind that I'm most worried about. That rift charge is just the start of the awful things he could conceive of. He is Lilith's most powerful weapon now.
Then you know what we need to fight back with, right?
We tried. Blaze is being impossible unless he gives us the parchment.
Shh. Voices carry. Let us lower ours.
During my last meditation session, my thoughts turned to you, and I wondered if you had some wisdom to offer. I steered Earth's mightiest heroes through esoteric cataclysm and mystical strife before, but now I see myself dimmed in their eyes. With the loss of the Sanctum, is it possible that I am the last Sorcerer Supreme?
All your experience makes you a stable voice in unsettling times.
Yes, I held the fate of many in my hands, but the Midnight Suns don't trust me. The Avengers fear I am so fragile that a single misplaced comment would shatter me.
Leaders cannot always see the path ahead, and I still follow you.
1 out of 3 isn't bad. None of us wields control. We can only swim through chaos, gathering what we can preserve. My ego relished being the sole calm eye in the midst of unholy tempests. Now, perhaps I find all eyes, including my own, look to you. You remind me of the Ancient One. Or perhaps I must learn the same lesson over and over.
I wanted to talk to you about book club.
Oh, having a good time?
I'm having a great time. Always good to flex the old brain muscles. I need your advice, though.
What kind of advice?
It's about Blade. I get the feeling that all of book club is just his roundabout way of getting to be friends with me. I mean, I'm touched. He seems like a good guy, but shy. So how do I tell him I'm totally cool with being best pals without scaring him off? Got any thoughts?
Friendships form naturally whether people say it out loud or not. I think if you keep showing up at book club, things will be fine.
Good point. If I've learned anything from those books, it's that what's not said is so much more important than what's said.
I wish I could be more helpful.
Please, you've been more than helpful just listening to me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go catch up with my reading. I'm a couple of chapters behind.
I can tell.
Watch it. No spoilers.
You're an only child, aren't you?
Yes.
I guess you'd have to be. Caretaker used to tell us about Lilith's child, not Lilith's firstborn.
One child of Lilith is enough.
Oh, come on. A couple sisters, a few brothers, and you were first, so you wouldn't have to deal with hand-me-downs.
The collar I wear protects the rest of you from what I could become. Can you imagine if I had siblings who carried the same darkness within?
Wow, when you put it like that, it always strikes me how our families define so much about us. I wouldn't be who I am without my little brother. With my parents gone, I had to grow up fast, pay the bills, keep my grades up, and provide for Gabe, no matter what.
It must be difficult to be apart. You can go if you need to. We will not think less of you.
No, it's fine. He's staying with a family friend.
You keep in touch with him, don't you?
Yeah, I try to call him every day. He's healthy, happy, and safe. It's not easy to find that balance, but you have to do it. Without family, you lose a part of yourself.
I have to say, Hunter, you do not disappoint.
All I did was show up.
Nah, you done more than show up. You showed me the way.
Do not follow me, Daywalker. I do not know where I am going.
Yeah, you do. You're just humble about it. Another reason I like you. I'll be honest. When Nico first busted you out of that coffin, I was sure there would be a time where I might have to hunt the hunter. But now I'm damn sure that time will never come.
So I may remove the garlic that has been hanging over my bed?
Unless you're using it as one of those hanging air fresheners, I think it's safe. Just wanted to let you know I'll always have your back, Hunter, no matter what. Now, let's go kick some Lilin ass.
After you, Blade.
Hunter, consider yourself the only invitee to my favorite meet time spot.
The only one? How did I win that honor?
I'll spare you the savvy stuff, but you've climbed to the top of my friendship ladder. Almost at the top.
I am honored that you think of me that way. The feeling is mutual. You are a great friend, and I...
Chill there, Hunter. You are getting too close to awkward territory.
But how will I show my appreciation if not through conversations like these that I now feel the need to have all the time?
Don't.
All the time, Nico. Maybe if I was at the top of the ladder and not close to the top, I would keep my mouth shut.
Fine, you're at the top, okay? I can't say it. You know how I feel. Just save my part of this conversation in your head and call it done.
1 second. That was sweet. Okay, done.
Good.
I'm surprised your favorite spot is the chapel.
Believe it or not, my family used to go to church religiously when I was a kid, so pretentious old buildings give me this comforting vibe. It wasn't always like this.
What changed?
Do I look like a psych major? But if I had to guess, I would say I needed to peel the rotten layers my dear mom left behind to get to my healthier innards. You know, onion style. And I took your advice. I accepted what happened with my parents.
Acceptance is important, but do not forget. Learn from it.
Oh, don't worry. I don't plan on letting anyone betray me like my mom did, ever again. Now, there is no holding me back, and like you've been there for me, I'll be there for you. When we face your mom one final time, I want you to know I got your back. Whatever you need, I'm your witch. So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run Emo Kids tonight.
I'm used to her taking over. She does this whenever I find my own path.
It's just for tonight, okay? I'll shut down the Emo Kids before I let her take over. Alright, let's do this.
Lead the way.
Tonight's ritual will prove to be an absolute treat.
Caretaker rarely displays her true power.
Haha, raw power is nothing without the precision to magnify it. Tonight, we bear witness to a master. I confess my ignorance as to her methods is quite thrilling. A rarity for any Sorcerer Supreme.
How much did Nico tell you about tonight's meeting?
She said you are leading it.
I suspect you have an opinion on the matter. Say what you must.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I can handle it.
I do not want you going through this again.
Oh, kiddo. Hard to mourn someone when they're standing in front of you. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self. When you are ready, we can safely observe the events of your death.
We can begin.
What is the last memory on the night of your death?
Lilith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
What do you see?
Lilith and I face each other in the circle. Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you.
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind
No.
you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
Observing your own death can lead to sleepless nights, I know from personal experience. If you have trouble sleeping, I can write you a prescription. A joke, of course. I'm not licensed in this state.
You died predictably.
You sound disappointed.
Death for the hunter should not be so banal. Next time, add some spice. Get your legs stuck in a combine harvester. Have a sack of starving weasels tied around your face. Anything but demon powers.
I'm disappointed. I thought there'd be more to it.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
What she said about me, my true self, can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works?
After I died, was that how you found me?
Yes. You and Lilith. With the Darkhold between you.
If she used it to kill me, how did she die?
The Darkhold is a dangerous book. Maybe the power was too much for her to control.
I know where my body ended up. What of Lilith?
The Knights of Wundagore took Lilith's body. I didn't ask where, and didn't want to know.
And the Darkhold?
Also provided to the Knights, in pieces for them to scatter throughout the world. It worked for centuries, until Hydra tracked them down.
That is all I wanted to ask.
Are you all right? This can't have been easy to relive.
No, not really. I have more questions than answers.
We'll answer them together, I promise. I won't keep you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
What did Lilith mean about your true self?
We are finding more questions than answers.
Thankfully, Sarah's around to help put the pieces together.
But not tonight.
Alright, you taking off?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
When you and I last stood here, we felt the transmigration of life essences leaving via the conduit that lies within the Abbey.
I recall. You referred to the Abbey as a waypoint.
Indeed, it is a place of respite, where weary souls may join together and reforge themselves anew, before the next step in their journey.
The magic of the Abbey lies in those who gather here, does it not?
That is a marvelous observation, Hunter. I had not considered this to be true, but then again, as I have learned, not all insight is mine to possess.
We will only fail if we try to stop the prophecy alone.
With such uncertainty ahead, whether we succeed or fail, I am glad to have met you, Hunter. Our destinies may not be as set in stone as we sometimes believe. Tell me, what do you believe is your fate?
My destiny is to destroy the Darkhold. It cannot be unwritten, and it is not a good read, as Robbie would say, so I must remove it from this world.
I hoped we might avoid that scenario, but yes, I believe you are correct. Like all great grimoires, it contains powerful knowledge. And that is neither inherently good or wicked. But it is far too dangerous to exist in this world. Your uncertainties echoed my own, but allow me to help you as you helped restore my faith in myself. If a Sorcerer Supreme can fail at his duty and awaken to find new purpose, then perhaps the Darkhold, Chthon, Lilith are but veils that must be lifted from our eyes. Our destiny is never written by others who exist in this world, only by ourselves. I sense, perhaps, that the auspicious transmigration of life essences was a sign that our destinies may yet still change. Whatever comes for us, know that I stand by your side, no matter what.
Getting reports of zombies in the sewers.
Vampires in Manhattan? More vampires in Manhattan.
The green sky is growing.
All right. Let's not give in to rumors.
Sorry, Cap. I don't think these are just rumors. The old Spidey sense has been on double red alert since...
We lost the Sanctum? Perhaps now you understand why I was so adamant we save it. Think of the Sanctum as our world's supernatural ozone layer. When it breaks down, or explodes,
Holes open up. Only in this case, instead of a nasty sunburn, you get demons. Lots of demons.
And his children basked in his light as the temple of the false gods fell.
Oh, what album is that from?
The prophecy. The dark god Chthon readies his return.
Well, does the dark god Chthon own a dude ranch in the southwest? Because there's a whole lot of something going on out there.
Should, probably tell them.
About?
The carnival. Johnny Blaze and the Quentin Carnival.
No way.
Who exactly is Johnny Blaze?
Sort of a jerk.
Legend. Famous stunt rider, fellow spirit of vengeance.
And keeper of the Parchment of Power.
The final page of the Darkhold. The missing piece my mother needs to complete the prophecy and free Chthon.
When were you gonna tell the rest of us this?
Welcome to our world.
the entire point of a secret guardian is to remain secret.
Yeah? From the look of things, I'd say your little secret is out.
With the barrier gone, our enemies must have been able to detect the page's foul presence. Lord knows what wretched evil Lilith sent to retrieve it.
What the heck am I gonna swing from in the desert? Cactuses?
We are going to find some kind of carnival. Surely you can swing from something there.
If we wipe out the Lilin quickly, I'm gonna grab a churro. Do not
Blaze has kept the Parchment of Power safe so far, but he won't withstand a full-on assault from Lilith on his own.
He will not be on his own much longer. The parchment will stay safe.
He didn't have it. time. Oh, this ain't about the money anymore.
Get inside. You can go straight to hell. All of you can! Oh, crap. That's just cheating.
Surrender the page, Blaze.
Nice meat suit, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
They dug up Junior, too.
Child.
Struck a nerve, huh? Then you're gonna love this. Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze. I have heard much.
Hear that? This is your fault. Play with Mama all you want. I've got people to save. Mama.
Long story.
You'll just have to hope Blaze can handle the escape on his own. You've got a big problem of your own to deal with now. Call that one a mess. And those altars she's summoning are going to make things a lot harder unless you destroy them too.
Take out the big lady in a rug collection. Got it.
And just because Lilith decided to talk through this one, don't feel the need to show it any mercy.
I'd say you got lucky, bub. That could have been a lot worse.
Lilith won't be happy to see her favored ones fall so easily.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Not as much as me.
Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you.
And you get smaller. Runt!
Stop fussing over me, you idiots. After them!
No escape this time, Creed.
I was gonna say the same thing to you. All of you.
Looks like Mommy gave you another chance. Too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
You're full of jokes now. But let's see how funny it is when I spill your guts.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again. That looked like it hurt.
I will not fall for the same ruse twice.
Thought as much.
You're welcome.
Enough of this.
Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am. Keep talking, kid.